we can see here two kind of jobs that philosophy can try to do after a catastrophe. On the one hand, we have the Arendtian model, which is about intelligibility. How could this happen? How did this happen? And then on the second hand, we have the Adorno model, which is about normativity. What must never happen again?
In genocide studies, we have a macabre joke. I don't know what's worse, the fact that genocide happens or the fact that it happens often enough that we have a name for it. I agree with you, those are both philosophical projects, but in a way it seems like they both always fail. Because I don't know that Arendt made it any more intelligible, and I don't think Adorno's project has succeeded because we've had genocide since the Holocaust, or Shoah as it's sometimes called.
But I don't think that either of those are indications of a failure. First of all, I do think that Arendt made totalitarianism more intelligible. So I think that she's succeeded in that. And I think that Adorno succeeded if what we take the normative force of his project to be to explain what must never happen again, which I think he did quite successfully. That we haven't followed that advice is not evidence of a philosophical failure. It's evidence of a human failure. So, I mean, I'm just using these two people, Arendt and Adorno, but I mean, Heidegger talked a lot in a way about catastrophe. And
Heidegger, in a way, was a catastrophe, right? But go ahead and interject.
Cosign.
Fair. But when Heidegger says everything is functioning, that's a diagnosis of the catastrophe of modernity. You know, his nightmare isn't an earthquake or a genocide or a single explosion. It's the world where everything is optimized.
Right, this is just for reference from his essay, Question Concerning Technology, I believe.
Right.
And his concern about technology and how it inframes human being and renders them into exploitable material.
Right. And in that text, if we take Heidegger's point of view, we could see that catastrophes like Chernobyl, like 3 Mile Island, are just treated as acceptable costs.
It's interesting that Heidegger himself, as I joked earlier, was a catastrophe. His personal catastrophe was joining the party.
Yeah.
And, you know, for everybody who reads Heidegger and agrees that he's a powerful thinker, this question is always, how was that possible that he could succumb to this kind of catastrophic politics?
You're asking just such a really good question because as you talked about his point about technology, in genocide studies, we often talk about genocide as a modern term. And one of the reasons it's a modern term is because arguably genocides don't happen without new technology. The Holocaust was technologized. It was murder on an industrial scale, is the famous quote. And Heidegger's point that technology flattens human life is precisely what happened in the Holocaust. It couldn't have happened without technology. And so it's just amazing that somebody who would make that point would then join the Nazi Party. I agree.
He did infamously make this remark. It's an unfortunate remark, but it's also an insightful one, that the Holocaust and genocide in general, but the Holocaust specifically, is not very different from industrialized farming.
You know, one of the scariest lessons of genocide studies, I think, is that you don't need monsters. You don't need evil people.
Yeah.
You just need ordinary rationalities, technologies, incentives, obedient bureaucrats. That's what you need in order to have a human-made catastrophe on the level of something like genocide.